Good evening and salutations, my Days for Lives fans. Let's talk about Sammy. Sammy has left, and I am so happy. I was literally counting down the minutes, the seconds, the milliseconds, till that bitch was gone. And honestly, to tell you the truth, when she walked in Nicole's house and he was calling her this, that, and the third, and the baby stealer, I was like, Jesus Christ, is she gone already? So yeah, they went back and forth, the usual nonsense. And then, she gave her veiled threats like anyone actually cares. About what, I don't know, something about, if Nicole tries to steal the baby from Allie, she's gonna get her, and, just her usual Karen nonsense. Anyway, she talked to Allison after they named the baby Henry, which, alright, fine, whatever. It's not exactly my favorite name, but that's the name that she was given. I mean, that's the name that he was given, so whatever. Not a terrible name, but anyway, so yeah, Allison and Sammy talked, and I don't know, I guess she gave some sort of heartwarming felt speech or something, and then Allison hugged her, and I guess it was a nice send-off. Listen, it's really difficult to actually talk about Sammy because from the moment that woman has came into town, I was like, Jesus Christ, that woman's annoying. So, yeah, I mean, for the sake of a scene, it was nice, it showed that, Allison doesn't hate Sammy, she still has love for her mother, and it was nice to actually see Sammy be happy that her daughter doesn't hate her, because no parent wants their child to hate them. And that's as nice as I was actually... Really? And that's as nice as I was going to actually put it. Anyway, Sammy left. She was accompanied by Lucas. And Lucas is all like, oh, well, I miss you. And I'm like, really? Because I'm still wondering, how did you actually get with that? But you do you, bro. You do you. So anyway, he was nice to her and talked about how he's going to miss her and yada yada yada. And then they hugged, and I think that was the end of their scene. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of staring at my phone at this point, waiting for her to go. So anyway, as Allie is talking to Nicole, at first Nicole was going to ask him about the father, and once again Allie got all defensive and calling him a bastard, this, that, and the third. And I don't know. There's something about it that it's just some things I'm not really a fan of Allison. First of all, she acts very bratty, and I get it. She's a young adult or whatever, and she's playing a part. But I'm not gonna lie, it gets kind of annoying after a while. Number two, this whole secretive nonsense it's getting to a point where it's annoying. It's annoying, and also, there's two sides to a story. The fact that she just, she was just going to give custody to Eric and Nicole without even hearing what the father had to say, Without even sitting there hearing from the father's side. Everyone just believed Allison because she's... I honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to get into this whole sexist thing, but I think we both know where I'm going with this. But yeah, I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like that was stupid. Even if they would have took custody, even if Eric and Nicole would have took custody, that father would have came back and he would have exercised his parental rights. Yeah, they would have been in jeopardy of losing that child. That's exactly what Lucas is saying to Will and Sonny. So even though that Sammy has custody, The minute this guy comes back in town and he wants custody, there's going to be a fight. You know, because he didn't give up his parental rights. And honestly, to tell you the truth, one second. Honestly, at this point, I'm surprised that I'm surprised that the judge was actually going to give either Eric and Nicole or Sammy the child without consulting the father for some odd reason. But I guess this is, you know, soap opera, so, you know, everything just goes out the window, kind of like GH and the whole HIPAA thing, but whatever. I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, when when Allison, one second. Anyway, when, Allison decides to go get something for, I guess, the baby has a rash or whatever, she's walking, and I guess Trip is walking, and they bump into each other, and I think she's all like, well, what are you doing here? I don't know, apparently she thinks that she owns the town or something. But yeah, this whole thing about the secretive and you know, who's the baby daddy or whatever, the whole situation, it's just getting kind of annoying because she gets really defensive and then she starts acting like a child, and it's like, I think people want to know what's going on before I adopt this child instead of just blindly just whatever. Anyway, Trip was talking to Kayla about getting her blessing to come back to be a med student at the hospital. After everything he done, and told her some more stuff. Apparently he framed Ben. But they talk about it, and Kayla and Trip work it out, because honestly, to tell you the truth, Kayla kind of let it go a long time ago. And I'm not going to lie, she's a better person than most people, because they wouldn't have done that at all. But Kayla being damn near a saint, yeah. Let's talk about Ben and Claire. New actress is still kind of getting used to that more childish-like actress or whatever. Anyway, they talk for a while, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of mopey, it was kind of boring, and it was kind of annoying because we don't see a body, so at this point, half of their conversation was just annoying. And then when Claire was like, you know, there's a good chance that Sierra's alive because, you know, they never found any remains, Ben is like, oh, okay, alright, cool. So he packs up his stuff, put it in his suitcase, and he starts to walk off. And Claire is all like, oh, I don't know if it's a good idea because of blah, 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 and you can get your hopes up. And I'm like, the fact that your cousin could be alive and you're just like, no, I don't think you should do it. I don't think you should get your hopes up. The hell is wrong with you? Are you... So at this point, yeah, it made sense, because Ben is not just going to just sit there and mope when he can actually do something, especially if there's a possibility that she's alive. Like, this dude was gone, and to be honest, I was like, Claire, do us all a favor and shut up and just move the hell out the damn way so he can actually at least feel like he's doing something. So yeah, that happened. So Gwen visits Ralph in the hospital, in the jail. It's like she wants some more crazy potion because she's gonna try to do a better job as far as melting her brain. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting there thinking, please don't turn Gwen into another Nelle from General Hospital. Don't turn into a Nelle. Because to be honest, at this point, she's all like, oh, she has this, she has that, she has the perfect life. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? What do you have against her? Like, I feel like they're just, I mean, granted, they're doing these storylines all the time, as far as making up, like, fake, you know, like, drama that apparently has been going on for years that we're just seeing now. But she seemed like she had this real hard-on for Abby, and it's like, I want to, you know, take away this, I want to take away that, and, you know, I mean, this is literally what Rafa Smith is saying. Listen, even if I could get you the potion, you don't have a scapegoat. So why don't you try to do it the old-fashioned way as far as just dismantling her life? So she goes back, and she tries to become the fakest friend that can be possible, I guess. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of annoyed. And I feel like I'm gonna be kind of annoyed with this whole Gwen trying to get Abby thing. Because I want to understand why she's trying to do it. The whole time, she kept talking in this very, like, well, I don't like it because of this and that and the third, or, like, the reason why she was going after her, I was just getting really annoyed. So every time they were talking, it was like, Jesus Christ, can you just get to the point where we find out why you don't like her? Because all this animosity for no reason is just annoying. And I actually had to sit there and check myself for a minute, like, well, I didn't actually have a bad day. I actually had a really good day, and it was a very short day, and for the most part, I didn't deal with any painy-ass people, so... Yeah, no, it's just her. Yep, it's just Gwen. So I guess we'll find out more of why she has a problem with, Abby for some odd reason. Let me just pause it for a second. Oh, yeah, also, Abby wants to go back to work. Chad is like, I don't know, are you pushing yourself too much? And Abby's like, you know what, I need to get back to some normalcy, and this will help with that. And so, you know, Chad, you know, supports her either way, and you know, she's going to be going back to work. And then when Gwen comes in, and Gwen is like... She's like, you know, I'll sit there and be the nanny, I'll babysit your children and stuff, you know, I need to get back to work and stuff. Chad was like, I'm pretty sure you said you don't want to work. Like, you just really don't want to work at all. And then Gwen made up something along the lines of, oh, well, I thought that, Jake was going to be supporting me. I'm like, honestly, tell you the truth, you're just looking worse than, you are just looking worse in my eyes, worser in my eyes, every single minute. So, thank you, Gwen. Again, please do not turn her into Nelle. If you know what I'm talking about with Nelle, then kudos to you. Anyway, yeah, that was about it. Honestly, to tell you the truth, the stuff with Chad and Abby, I'm not gonna lie, I really kind of didn't care. I only kind of threw that fact out just so that way, in case people don't know, and you watch the next episode and she's back working, then you can know that she's back to working at, I guess, something called The Spectator. So, oh, and also somebody told me that Will and Sonny are coming back. They got so many people going, it's like, honestly, to tell you the truth, if I was a fan, you know, not to say I'm not a fan of the show, but like, if this was like my #1 show, like, let's say if it was GH, and this, honestly, to tell you the truth, at this point the review is over. If this was GH, and like, so many characters started disappearing within a 2-month time period, I would sit there and wonder what's going on with this show. Whenever you have a character leave that early, or have a couple of characters leaving that early, I don't know, I'm just not just saying, it doesn't give me a good, secure feeling. So, I don't know what is going on with this show, but a lot of people are going. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Kind of a short review, because not really a lot happened, except for the possibility that Trip could be, Allison's, you know, father. I'm trying not to say baby daddy, but I really don't Henry's father. Yeah. Possibility that could be Henry's father, and if so, that'll be good, because then we'll get a whole picture, instead of just the stuff that Allison was sitting there telling people. I'm not sitting there saying Allison's wrong, but again, there's two sides. And to sit there and constantly demonize someone without this person being able to defend themselves or have a chance to speak their truth is very one-sided, and it's very annoying, and it's, not gonna lie, and in some ways kind of sexist, to be honest. And I don't really want to get into that conversation, but I think you know where I'm going. So, I'm going to leave it off on that note. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Let me know if you liked this episode, if you didn't like this episode, or if you're happy that Sammy's gone. Because I'm happy that Sammy's gone, but I'm pretty sure no one is actually surprised by that. She came, she did, and she went, and honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm much better off without her. seeing her ever again, actually. Because she reminds me of a damn Karen. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you in the next review.